What's up, Earth signs? Welcome to Let Me Read You Tarot. My name is E. I'll be doing your December mid-month general 2018 readings. Woo, that's a whole lot to say. Um, welcome. I have a lot of announcements. First of the announcements is these readings will be shorter, just because it's just a recap of some of the energies you may be experiencing now, or just any day now. Energy is fluid, and it doesn't make sense to do a full out spread, being that the new year is around the corner. Okay, which I will be doing a new year special, which I'll keep you updated and posted on. Also, if you would like to book a private reading, my email will be in the link below. It's cool to get these general readings, but it's nothing like a private reading that fits your personal situation. Also, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I know some of you guys who have been following me on this journey so far are like tired of me saying that, but I keep getting new subscribers. Hey. So for the ones that ain't heard the same old spiel, could you please do that for me? I'm new to YouTube. I'm trying to build my channel up, and the readings are free, and so is the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and the comments. So if you could do that for me, I would gladly appreciate it. And also, thank you to all of my new subscribers, and welcome. I thank you for choosing to come on this journey with me. I'm taking it day by day and learning as I go. Okay, how I decided to do the mid months was to break it down in the elements. So I'm going to be doing Capricorn first, Virgo second, and Taurus last. Okay, so for Capricorns, your love card says start where you are. Now, this particular card speaks about, really, to be honest with you, is moving on. It's almost like, okay, so this isn't working, so next, you know. So I hate to be that blunt, but that's really what this card speaks about. It speaks about that maybe you're dealing with somebody right now, or in a situation that may not be it. And it may be time to move on, because like it says, you can start where you are, and it doesn't have to be with that person. This also says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So whether this is speaking about someone new, which I feel like it is for some, even if you are currently in a relationship, maybe there's a need to conversate, have those deep conversations. I mean, talk about childhood, talk about, just go there. And I feel like when you open up and allow someone to open up, it's like it just kind of brings you guys closer. You have a better understanding of who they are, and vice versa. Now, for the Capricorns, I'm getting strongly that there's going to be a head or heart decision. You're going to have to make the choice on whether I'm going to use my head in this situation, or am I going to approach this situation from a heart space. We do have two kings here. It could be two women. Doesn't have to be. One is a water sign. One could be an air sign. But normally when I see, a cup card with the sword card, it makes me think heart or head. Now, the overall energy of your spread is the Five of Pentacles. So this is all about someone feeling abandoned, left out in the cold. To me, this card deals with self-esteem. It deals with lack. It deals with financial issues. So I definitely feel like either you or someone, or the people that you're dealing with, if you're dealing with multiple people, definitely have some deep rooted things that maybe they need to deal with, because it is spilling over into your love life. The fact that the moon is showing its face here, there's things that you don't know about your partner that you really need to take the time to really get to know. Okay, because with the moon being here, this can be deception, it can be secrets, but it also can be hidden emotion and fear and illusion. So, this always isn't about deception. Sometimes this is simply about the unknown, big pieces of information that you're unaware of, or that hasn't been revealed yet. And this is probably why it's encouraging you, Capricorn, to get to know each other. So sometimes you got to ask those Dr. Phil questions. Is mental health in your family? Have you battled depression? You know what I mean? What was your childhood like? You got mommy issues. You got daddy issues. We got to ask these questions, because sometimes we get in situations where we think we know someone and then we find out that we never really knew them at all. So I do feel like for some, you need to communicate better, open up, go deeper. And then there's some where you're going to have to make a head or heart decision between two people, or someone's needing to make a head or heart decision, and someone is going to be left out or feel as though you abandoned them and left them out there. Okay, so that is just like some of the energy that you could be experiencing at this time. Now, moving on to Virgo, you have keep it simple and make the effort. Now, being that your overall energy is the Four of Pentacles, this is all about holding on to something tightly, whether it be your feelings or emotion. This is about not allowing anything to come in, not allowing anything to go out. This is a card of selfishness to an extent. And the fact that we only have one person, which could be you or who you were dealing with, because the King of Pentacles showed his face, could be male or female, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy, whether it's you or someone else. But with the Ten of Swords paired with it, I can get why you're not letting nobody in or not letting anything out. Because if you experience this Ten of Swords, which is all about cheating, lies, deception, backstabbing, I mean, this is a card of someone who has been through hell. Of course, if you've been through this, you're not open and ready to receive, what's coming to you, or what's trying to. But then you have your love cards that's supporting that maybe you need to make the effort to open up a little bit. Because with the Strength card showing its face, Major Arcana, this does deal with Leo. But this card is also about spiritual strength. You may even be going through a trying time right now, Virgo, or just came out of a trying time. And with the Strength card being here, it's letting you know that you have the willpower, the determination, and the strength, the spiritual strength to overcome any of this. Okay. And remember, it is a 10, Virgo. So this means that the worst is almost over. It may not feel like it, but it's a 10. It's a cycle that's completing itself, and 10s reduce to 1s, which 1s are all about new beginnings. Okay. So I just want to, let you know that eventually you are going to be able to, let somebody in or even let anything out. But at this time, I think what the universal love is saying, keep it simple. Even if you do choose to get out here and try to date again or make the effort, don't get too hot and heavy. Just keep it simple. This could be, let's just go have coffee. I'm not trying to marry you on Tuesday. This is just keeping it light, just so that you can keep that flow open, so you won't create any blockages in your love life. Okay, so try to make the effort. If someone asks you out, even if you're not up to it, try to muster up some kind of strength to go do it. You know what I mean? And you never know, by you keep putting that, keep pushing to have what it is that you want to have in love after a hard time. You'd be surprised what you stumble across when you put a little oomph in it. Hashtag jagged edge. Okay, so, I understand. Don't get me wrong, Virgo. I get it. This is not easy. Of course, you're going to be a little guarded, but again, the love cards is suggesting that you just put the effort in, because you may stumble across something that you've been looking for all along by just putting in the work. Okay, little bit by little bit. Moving over to Taurus. Taurus, you have earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. I'm excited to hear that for Taurus, because I think they're mid-months. If I'm not mistaken, you can go back and watch the mid-month of December reading. You guys were experiencing some very tough energy. And the fact that we have that coming in your universal love card lets me know that everything you've been through was for a purpose, even though it didn't feel like it, and even if it doesn't feel like it sometimes, trust me, it's going to be worth it. You also have forgiving and learning. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And again, it's reiterating what your universal love message is. Earlier disappointments were just rehearsal for the great stuff coming your way. So, I think in the midst, before this greatness can happen, you're really going to have to work on not only forgiving yourself, but forgiving anyone in your life that may have caused pain, whether it be your parents, whether it be friends, whether it be all of them. it's trying to teach you how to forgive and to learn, even if the situation or the people didn't play out the way you thought they should or how you thought it should. It was there to teach you a lesson. We're all in the school of life, you know, and everyone that comes into our lives, whether the situation turned out good or bad, we gained something from it, or we gave something in it, whether it be we taught them a lesson or they taught us a lesson. But sorry to go into a spiel, but I just want to let you guys know that, Taurus, because I know some of you guys are really experiencing or still is experiencing some rough energy. I want to say that fire signs could be significant to a Taurus: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Your overall energy is the Eight of Wands, so could be travel. But this is usually text messages, email, communication. It's usually Cupid's arrows. This could be, maybe you're messaging someone or someone is messaging you, but there's some quick communication coming in very quick. Now, however, I do feel like with the Five of Swords being here, this card speaks about superficial victory. This is a shallow victory. This card is a card of jealousy as well. This can be a verbal or physical altercation. Okay, so I am getting that there's some sort of conflict or something. It could be around this person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, male or female. I don't know if you're going to get into an argument or a physical altercation with someone, or if this person is going to get in a physical altercation and you may have something to do with it to some extent. But I feel like something is going to transpire very quickly, very quickly. And I think this has something to do with jealousy. Jealousy. It's like someone has to one up someone. Someone's willing to do whatever to win, no matter who it hurts, no matter who it affects. They are willing to do that. So I'm not sure if that's your energy, Taurus, or if this fire sign energy. But what I am saying to you is to, if this isn't you, just remember, just because you win the fight don't mean you won the war. There's a difference. Okay? There's a difference. Someone may have won temporarily, but this is only a 5. They didn't win the war. Okay? So whether if this is you who may have someone around you who could be jealous of you, or you can get into some altercation with, trust me, they may have won now, but I don't think that they're going to win in the long run. I'm sorry. You're the only one I want to pull another card for. There you go. Communication. There may be an argument between you and a fire sign individual, okay? But I feel like in this argument, Taurus, there will be some truth that will come to the light. There'll be some clarity that'll be had, even if you may, because I feel like with the Five of Swords, it's always that, that one upper card. So it's like both of you guys could be thinking of the worst things to say to each other. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes they always say through an argument, you find out how someone truly feels. You know what I mean? So there may be some truth and some clarity that may come out, but it may come out through an altercation. Okay? And Taurus, just be careful. Be careful with your words. Think things out clearly. Because it's hard to say that when you're in the midst of a fight. I'm not thinking about being the mature one or saying something nice. I'm thinking about how I can win this fight, whether it be superficial victory or not, but don't get in that energy, because this is not a person that wins the war. Okay. But I do feel like some sort of argument is going to bring forth some truth. Okay. Some conflict is going to bring forth some truth. Also, I want to say, be careful. I don't know why I'm getting like violence. Taurus, violence. Okay, so just be very, very careful. Okay, very careful. If you're a hot-headed Taurus, be careful, because I do see like a fight, a physical fight that could cause like harm. Okay, so that is the messages that I have for you guys. Love and light. And I'll see you next year.